Hey guys, so today I'm here to give you a tutorial video on how to create a chatbot on Google Assistant using DialogFlow. Let's begin with the basic steps. Here you go.
So yes, let's get started. Go to your search engine of any type. Just browse Action Console. Okay. Then you will get a page like this. I had already created some boards. Now click on Add or Import Project. Now you have to give a project name for your board. So let the project name be My First Chatbot. Create project. This can take a couple of minutes, so you have to wait. So here you can see lots of options. If your boat is related to games and fun or home control or kids and family, food and drink, shopping, business and finance, health and fitness, social and communication, then you can click any of these icons and start building your boat. Also, there are lots of templates available. You can click here for templates. You can the bottom left corner you can see, but we are going to create a board from scratch. We are going to create a simple board. No, the board is not made with much complexity, so let's see how it's done. Click on conversational. So we get this page. Now you have to go to action. So what is an action? An interaction you build for the assistant that supports a specific intent and has a corresponding fulfillment that processes the intent. So that is what is action. So let's see what's going to happen. Click on action. Afterwards, I'll tell you what our intent and I'll tell you about fulfillment also. Add your first action, build. The page is getting redirected to DialogFlow. Okay, here you see a default language and default time zone setting. You can set the language and time zone of your choice, and don't forget to save it. Click on create. Okay, it's getting saved. So let's get adding our intent. Let's get to start to add our intents. So what are intents? A goal on task that users want to do, such as ordering coffee or finding a piece of music. In actions on Google, this is represented as a unique identifier and the corresponding user utterances that can trigger the intent. So here you can see default welcome intent. It's to welcome your boat. You can take your Google Assistant and say, okay Google, talk to my test app or talk to my boat. The name depends on the name given by the developer. So we haven't given the name yet. Let's set the default welcome intent. You can see some training phrases that are given by default. Okay, there are some responses given. Let's delete these response and start giving a response on our own. Click on add responses. Let's do a text response. All right. Okay, when the user say hello or hi or something like that, the bot should reply to them. So let's give a response. You can add as much as response you want, but I'm just adding one for the time being. Okay, let's save it. Saving is very important. Now let's add the next indent. So what should our board be about? So since this is a simple board, let the board answer questions about you, like what is your name, how are you, how old are you, etc. So I'll show you by creating one or two indents. Again, we are going to add the next indent. Give an indent name, let it be name. We should add a user expression. We can ask, what is your name? You can add as much as phrases you want and give a response. The response is, my name is ABC. I'm going name, wait. Now save the indent. Now let's create the next indent. It is the age indent. You can ask, how old are you? Let the response be, I'm 19 years old. Again, save it. As I said, you can add more user expression and responses. It's according to your wish, completely depends on the developer. So let's create one more indent, the thank you indent. Oh, sorry, I forgot to add the tray. Let's ask, how are you? Add the text response. I'm fine, thank you. Let's make this as these. Let's set this as the end of the conversation. Let's set this indent as the end of the conversation. For this, we can click here. Anyway, your board must have an end conversation, but I forgot to tell one thing. In order to avoid a main error that many of you may face is the main error that many of you will face is the mic open error. So let's see the indents. Let's go to the indents. So the first indent we added was name. Okay. When the board responses what name is ABC, then it should ask then another question back to the user. Only then it can speak like a human. So not like a human, but this is to avoid mic open error. Alright. My name is ABC. Let's ask, do you want to know more about me? When we add such a question, we can avoid mic open error. Alright, saving the indent. The next indent was the age indent. We should add a question at the end of the response also. We responded as I'm 19 years old. Then let's ask, what else do you want to know? Okay, so we have created some one or two intents. In order to test your board, click on Google Assistant shown here. Here you can test your board before it is getting deployed. Okay, talk to my test app. What is your name? How are you? Okay, now the test app left the conversation because we had set this as the end conversation indent. Okay, this is how it works on the simulator. Now let's see how to deploy the board. Let's click on release. Before releasing, we should see whether we have completed the overview session, build your action, quick setup, get ready for deployment. Okay, and the information, we haven't completed it. We have to give a short description. It is a board that tells about me. All right. You can add images. You should also add a privacy policy here. Now I'm not showing how to add it. In order to avoid privacy policy error, you can create your privacy policy inside a website. You can create a website for your boat using Google Sites. It's the simplest way, I guess, and paste the link of that Google site here. Okay, fill everything you want. I haven't filled it because anyway I'm not going to deploy it. Just I will show how to do it. Click on the release button. Okay, I forgot to say. Click on the release button. Okay, now the submit for production button is not activated here because I haven't completed the few sessions of the overview. Since I'm not going to deploy it, this is just a tutorial. After completing that, you can submit your board for production, and you will receive a mail from Actions on Google telling that your board is approved. Sometimes it may get rejected, but go through the errors that you may encounter and find the solutions for it. I will add some links that can help you while working with DialogFlow under my bio under this video. Okay, all right, that's it guys, thank you.